Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for January. Go ahead and take a moment to connect with yourself, connect within, connect to Spirit Guides, and just ask which message is most appropriate for me today. Message number 1, number 2, or number 3. And of course, you can be drawn to more than one message. For this reading, I'm using the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. So if you were drawn to message number 1, the card that came up is Miracles. And it says, expect the wondrous to emerge. And when I look at this card and I see all those pretty blues and violet and the dark blue of the sky and the moon, it reminds me of being a little girl and believing in magic and miracles and looking up at the sky and knowing that somehow everything was going to be okay. And if you've never felt like that, just know that inside you there is a part of you that still believes in magic and in miracles. And miracles don't have to be huge, life-altering things, although they can be. They can be little things. They can be things that you normally wouldn't think of as a miracle. So this card is inviting you into that part of yourself that believes in magic, that believes that everything is unfolding to bring you the experience that your soul came here to experience. So even if you've had some painful, bumpy times, know that that is all orchestrated by your soul to give you the experience that you came here to have. We didn't come here to be happy all the time and fulfilled. We came here to experience every aspect of life, which means the pain and the disappointment. So, however, I get with this card that it's inviting you to see the miraculous, to see it all around you. And by focusing on the small miracles, that leads you to seeing the larger and larger miracles that are here. Small miracles being just that you wake up in the morning and you feel good. You know, if you've had chronic health issues and you have a good day where you don't feel bad, that's an example of a miracle. So look at the small things in your life, the fact that you have lights on and you have a roof over your head, the things that we sometimes take for granted. Start seeing how wealthy you truly are, and that's going to pave the way to being able to see more and more miracles. So this is your time. This is an important time also because it's the new year, and as human beings, when we come together in a group consciousness or a group mentality and all of us are thinking it's a new year, it's time to release the old and come into the new and purify my surroundings, and when you are in a group consciousness like that and we're all connected, you can ride the wave of that momentum to invite the miraculous into your life. Things are going to start to feel easy this month, and some of that could possibly be because we are all in this together. We are all thinking about the future and wanting to put our best foot forward and release things that don't serve us and come into, you know, our fullness and of potential and, you know, all of these things that you hear when you start a new year. So you have that behind you right now. You have the momentum of all of us thinking about these things. So use that and expect the miraculous in your life. Know that you are a miracle. You are the miracle. It's a miracle that you're here and that you're perceiving the universe. You're perceiving life through the eyes of life. It's so cool. So that is message number 1. If you were drawn to message number 2, the card that came up is Cleansing Waters. And it says, purification activates vibrant life force. So again, this is a time of year where it might be easier to purify your surroundings and yourself because there's a collective push to do that. Everyone is thinking about that right now. so you can use that momentum to help you release old stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. It could be a mental pattern, a block that you've been having. If you've been having issues with something that keeps coming up to bother you, maybe seeking therapy around it or counseling will help you to further release that block. You never have to do things alone. There's always support. I get that this card is about your home as well, about purifying the energy in your home, which just can be a very freeing experience if you clean out a closet or a drawer. And be careful with this about thinking that it has to do with willpower and thinking that you need to join a gym or, you have to push yourself to do something to be a better person. This is not about judgment or about self-criticism. This is about purification because you love yourself so much that you want to help yourself. It's not about, I have to clean my house so that I can, be better in the new year. Just be careful of those judgments. We tend to really judge ourselves and be hard on ourselves. And you're perfect just the way you are. Even if you don't clean out your drawers and prepare for new stuff, it's really okay. So this is also about purifying your mind and the way you talk to yourself. It's about purifying the way you judge yourself. Look at yourself through the eyes of love right now. You deserve that. So that's part of that purifying. So that's message number 2. And if you were drawn to message number 3, the card that came up is Crossing Bridges. And it says it is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So this is interesting. This is about using your intuition to either release something that doesn't serve you anymore or to mend something. And there could be a little of both in your life. There could be a relationship from the past that you would like to mend. And by mend, I mean by expressing your emotional truth to that person and by explaining what was going on for you so that the relationship can be healed through the power of that kind of truthful intimacy. The other option is that there may be some relationship in your life that you need to let go of now. And only you know intuitively whether to let go or to mend something. So this is about a bridge to a new reality. A lot of times in life, if you're grieving or you're going through some tough stuff, there's a bridge. The grief is actually the bridge that takes you from one reality to another, where you're living your life in a new way. So you're crossing bridges right now. And it can be a very exciting time because it's about you declaring, this is who I came here to be. And I'm going to walk in those footsteps. I'm going to walk in these shoes of the person that I want to be, which means I want to have certain kinds of relationships. I want to have my preferences honored and respected. And I'm going to take the steps I need to take for me to experience that. So I have total faith in you. I have total faith in your intuition, in trusting and knowing what's right for you now. Sometimes you'll feel like you need to let go of something, and other times you'll feel like in order to heal and move on and forgive, maybe I need to forgive myself. Maybe I need to let go of punishing myself for something that I've been punishing myself for. So this is a sacred bridge that's bringing you to a new reality. So it's very healing. You're going through a lot of healing right now. So these are the messages for January. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that they were helpful to you. If they were, please let me know, and I'll see you again next time.